Hey guys, welcome to History Behind the Warrior, and today we're going to be talking about the master of the Drunken Fist, Bo'rai Cho. Despite having taught people from Earthrealm, he actually originates from Outworld. Bo'rai Cho's life is left relatively unknown before he teaches Liu Kang. From what we do know, Bo'rai Cho has always been a talented fighter, but has never wanted to participate in the Mortal Kombat tournaments. This is because Bo'rai Cho is aware that if he wins the competition, his victory would be in the name of Shao Kahn due to his status as an Outworlder. Understanding how ruthless and dangerous Shao Kahn's plans are, he wishes to teach Earthrealm warriors in order to stop him. The most notable of these students being Liu Kang, who was successful in defeating not only Shao Kahn but the fallen elder god Shinnok. Bo'rai Cho would also play a small part in tutoring Sejenko. Now Bo'rai Cho would make his first ever in-game appearance in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. This was when his student Liu Kang was murdered by the Deadly Alliance consisting of Quan Chi and Shang Tsung. He would be approached by Liu Kang's very close friend Kung Lao, a fellow White Lotus member and the descendant of the great Kung Lao. He would begin tutoring the Shaolin, teaching him the Whirlwind Kick. Whilst the Earthrealm warriors were planning their assault on the Deadly Alliance, Bo'rai Cho would spy on Shang Tsung. This would lead to him rescuing a fellow native of Outworld, Li Mei. During the events of Mortal Kombat Deception, many Earthrealm warriors were killed, with Bo'rai Cho being one of the only few to survive, but is left rather unknown whether or not he actually did participate in the battle at all. Now during this time, Onaga the Dragon King would return, and resurrect many of the Earthrealmers that were killed by the Deadly Alliance. He would later team up with his former student Sejenko in order to wage an assault on the Dragon King's stronghold. With assistance from many of his friends, they were able to defeat the Dragon King and free many of the resurrected warriors' minds. However, the battle would not yet be over, as Armageddon would begin taking place. He is then next later seen during the Battle of Armageddon, where he's fighting on the Pyramid of Argus, but unfortunately does fall much like many other people during that battle. In the reboot of the timeline, Bo'rai Cho does make his first appearance in Mortal Kombat X, but technically makes his first ever chronological appearance in Mortal Kombat X comics. Now when Bo'rai Cho first appears in the comics, he finds a near dead Kuai Liang. He then takes the ninja and tends to his wounds whilst Kuai Liang mentions his mission to retrieve the lost Kami Dogu for Raiden. Bo'rai Cho would then play a hand in having the Cyber Lin Kuei destroyed, as he would be the one to approach Kung Jin and ask for his assistance. And with help from the thief, they were able to get the virus needed to destroy the Cyber Lin Kuei. The virus would then be passed over to Kuai Liang, who would then begin looking for the Lin Kuei main base. Bo'rai Cho would follow Kuai Liang around till they finally found what they were looking for. Whilst Kuai Liang infiltrated the base and fought hundreds of Lin Kuei soldiers, Bo'rai Cho was just outside getting drunk. When the base was finally destroyed, Bo'rai Cho would be caught in the explosion and get set on fire, in which he would then be frozen by Sub-Zero. After he gets unfrozen, Kuai Liang apologizes, but Bo says to buy him a stiff drink and they would call it even. Bo'rai Cho then appears during Raiden's chapter in Mortal Kombat X. The two have a very brief catch-up, talking about Liu Kang and Kung Lao and how they died in the previous game. After their conversation, Raiden walks off into the Jinsei chamber in order to heal himself. Whilst Raiden is recharging, Bo'rai Cho would be ambushed by Shinnok and his revenants. When Raiden attempts to rescue Bo'rai Cho, he's further tortured by Shinnok. Shinnok does mention that Bo'rai Cho would die shortly after the torture, but his fate is left unknown. And on-screen character deaths have never really been a weak point of Mortal Kombat cough cough Baraka, so we don't know what will happen and whether or not he will turn up in Mortal Kombat 11. Now Bo'rai Cho does make his first ever in-game appearance in the Kombat Pack 2, which has only recently been released, and he does play extremely well alongside the other DLC characters. Now minus the fart and the throw up jokes, Bo'rai Cho is actually a pretty decent character. Now if he was to lose some of the comedic relief aspects of him, I would respect him more as a character. But hey ho, that's just me, put your thoughts in the comments below. Now we're at that point on this channel where there aren't really that many good Mortal Kombat characters left to talk over. So put in the comments below to let me know whether or not you want to see a bit of the comic books or you want to see a character profile, and if so, which character profile. Whichever one gets the most thumbs up is the one I end up covering. Now as always guys, please comment, like, subscribe and share this video with everyone you know, and I will see you guys next time.